The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
There's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. The completion there by Mac Jones. And Charles, what do you think this defense needs to do to slow down this young rookie from Alabama?
Well, as usual with a rookie, pass rush is big. Put some pressure on him and see if he can handle things in the pocket. But the other one is your defensive backs, linebackers who are covering people, they need to be on the spot because he's extremely accurate with the ball. He doesn't miss very many throws downfield, puts it right on his receivers. You have to be there to stop them at the point of the catch.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing Jones. Open man is Duvernay. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Off play action. Jones. Buying time to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Back to throw. Jones. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The kick by Bass is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. On play action, here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Marlon Davidson gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Joe Tryon in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for runs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Fighting his way through contact. Touchdown, Washington. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. That's taken in by Duvernay. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And this will be a Falcons first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to them. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They go play action here on first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 9. From the gun, Jones. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From midfield, here's Tua. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On the return, it's Rodgers. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 for deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Jones now on 1st down. Uncorks one for Davis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Rashawn Perriman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. For Mac Jones, accuracy was more his calling card when folks were taking stock of the 2021 draft. But he's got a big arm as well, and he shows it off there.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Tua sets up to pass it. This is caught. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has once again taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you.
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 39 yards there, a big one.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
On first down, Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And just a yard to go here on second down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Jones on first and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Henry Ruggs. His 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. Oh, look at the juke. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw going to be caught by Davis. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
In Washington territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now Joe Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 22, 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Devin Duvernay. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Tua now on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. Fighting through at the 25. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, Mixon. Big hole up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return will stop right around the 25.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Jones throwing on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking it.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. On the run, it's Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
14's the mic.
Back to throw. Jones. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. They'll run here with Mixon. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run with Mixon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on. Right there. Check. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the gun, Jones. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Marcus Davenport able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. This is Mixon. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kick by Bass is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's Akers. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now Tua. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. They'll run on first down with Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Tagovailoa completes it to Evan Ingram. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll run on first down. Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now a 2nd down and 6. Going right back to Akers. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Tua. And Ingram hauls it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly